We are counting down to Super Bowl 57. By now, you know the Kansas City Chiefs. They're taking on the Philadelphia Eagles in Arizona for the Lombardi Trophy on Sunday. Both teams hit the practice field, as you see, ahead of the big game that is now just 3 days away. As we said, we are counting. The Super Bowl is going to be extra special this year. For some locals, Christopher Columbus High School in South Miami-Dade.
We really love this story because it's the first time two explorers will play against each other in the big game. NBC6 Sports anchor Ruth Polinski spoke with their former high school coach, and I imagine pride is of the utmost essence here.
Yeah, you just took the words right out of my mouth, Jackie. I had the chance to speak with Chris Merritt, who's actually now the current coach of Bryant University in Rhode Island, but he is the former coach of Christopher Columbus High School, and as you can imagine, he is beaming with that word exactly, pride, as two of his former players are getting the chance to play on the biggest stage in football. Deon Bush is a safety for the Kansas City Chiefs, who in his 7th NFL season won a playoff game. Then he won another, and now he's going to get a chance to play in the Super Bowl, while Josh Jobe, an undrafted rookie for the Philadelphia Eagles, is playing in the big game in his first NFL season. The two never played together in high school, but they have formed a relationship over the years. I asked Chris Merritt what it's going to be like for him to watch this game on Sunday. This is the first time that you've had two players go up against each other in the Super Bowl. How are your heartstrings going to be tugged? You know, over
man, I'm going to root for the defense. I'm hoping for a 3-0 ball game. You know, I'm excited for them both. Yeah, I want them both to. I texted them both and say, hey, listen, enjoy the experience, soak it all in. You know, you've reached a level. Who'd have thunk? You know, all those years ago when you're wearing a shirt and tie and khakis and walking the halls of Columbus, that you'd both end up in the Super Bowl, and I'm excited for you both. And I'm going to brag on you like an old high school coach and just watch from afar.
So I asked Coach Merritt for a score prediction for Sunday. He wouldn't give me a winner, but he did say it's going to be a defensive battle. Of course, his two guys are going to be playing on defense. He said 13-10. I can tell you guys, someone is going to win Sunday, and we can tell you that Chris Merritt is going to win on Sunday.
Exactly.
No matter who wins the game, Chris Merritt gets a Super Bowl chip. That is awesome.
You can see the pride in his face, emulating.
So exciting. We're going to talk more.
Super Bowl 57 has a special meaning to one local high school right here in South Florida, as two Christopher Columbus explorers will be on opposite sidelines.
This is so exciting, right? Deon Bush of the Kansas City Chiefs and Josh Jobe of the Philadelphia Eagles. They're going to be fighting for that Lombardi Trophy come Sunday. NBC6 Sports anchor Ruth Polinski caught up with their high school coach, Ruthie.
Yeah, Jackie and Roxy, former Columbus head coach Chris Merritt is now coaching Bryant University in Rhode Island, but he is beaming with pride from New England to the Sunshine State.
The championship games, we actually, me and my wife said, how cool would it be if they got to play against each other, and it worked out.
It worked out indeed. For the first time in school history, two Christopher Columbus products will face each other in the Super Bowl. It's the rookie out of Alabama, cornerback Josh Jobe, and the Philadelphia Eagles, up against the veteran safety and former Miami Hurricane, Deon Bush.
Both of them would hit you so hard, it was their intent to break you in half. Both of them were elite athletes, the same in terms of the type of player, South Florida players.
Jobe was one of 3 undrafted rookies to make the Eagles' active roster. He's a young man who has overcome countless obstacles in his life, and now he has the chance to play on the biggest stage in his first season as a pro.
He's set himself up into a great spot to learn and just get better and have a very long, successful career.
On the other hand, Deon Bush was drafted by the Chicago Bears in 2016 and signed with the Kansas City Chiefs in 2022. In his 7th season, his first with a new team, Bush won his first playoff game. 2, in fact. And if he wins another, he'll get to hoist a Lombardi Trophy.
Not one of those kids woke up there by accident. They all had a plan. Deon's had a plan to make that level a long time ago, and was really happy to see him achieve that level. He carved a niche out for himself as well and has a long career, and excited to watch him play too.
Though the two never played together in high school, they've developed a relationship through their journeys.
Columbus is a special place. It's a brotherhood. I'm glad my son graduated from there. I'm proud of the 18 years that I spent, and they're only experiencing what that place does, and that grows bonds and that lasts forever.
How are your heartstrings going to be tugged? Over
Man, I'm going to root for the defense. I'm hoping for a 3-0 ball game. Texted them both and say, hey, listen, enjoy the experience, stoke it all in. Who'd have thunk? All those years ago when you're wearing a shirt and tie and khakis and walking the halls of Columbus that you'd both end up in the Super Bowl.
And although he played a role in getting them here, Chris Merritt won't take any credit.
I get uncomfortable when people congratulate me on their success. I'm like, what are you kidding me? I bought a ticket.
I went out on a limb and I asked Coach Merritt for his Super Bowl prediction. And as you can imagine, he went defense. He gave me a 13-10 score, but he didn't give me a winner. He says it's going to come down to turnovers. One person is going to win on Sunday, regardless. His name is Chris Merritt. He gets to see two of his players see their dreams come true.